Alrighty, I am back with part 17. Yeah. I'm at the Isle of Hod. Door closed. Oh no, it's a trap. There's enemies. The door is unlocked. It opened. Defeating the enemies unlocks the trap. Let's remember that. Ugh, life is a trap. Found, I can't pronounce that word. What is it, a weapon? Yeah. Some crappy thing that I don't need. No! I wasted no time trying to F me in the A. Man, these enemies hit hard. Out of MP and I've barely been here for like 10 seconds. The floor looks weak. I bet any impact would break it. Well, that's not what I wanted to do. Some shit upstairs, so let's check that out. At least I think I did. Yeah, that's where that hole was. Oh, you have to break it again, or? Oh, okay. Alright, nothing over here. So let's check out upstairs. Suspected. Alright. This is the 4th floor. I cannot carry any more of that. Well, let's use one then. Because... yeah. Let's go to 3, maybe. Looks like it's gonna have a lot of puzzles. Oh, dang it. See, look, I don't even know where I'm going. It's terrible. Didn't I come from here, though? Okay. That's confusing, but whatever. Let's just... oh, let me, like, fall down. So I guess I gotta walk around. I think I did everything I can do in this building. Oh, sneaky. Okay, that was pointless. Ugh, rude. So, okay. Well, before I go back, I should see if there's any other stuff. So I can't go that way either. And that kind of looks like a door, but it must not be. Okay, I think I did everything I can do over there. That's just the entrance. So I must have to go this way then. Let's go in this building first. Okay, well I can't do anything with that for now, it appears. Naughty little puppies trying to eat me. Looks like I gotta go this way, unless I missed something, which is entirely possible. Oh my goodness. This mage is like tank-tastic. Beat its ass, and it was like no big deal. Well, surely at this point I have missed something. Alright, whatever, I guess I'll have to look around. Come on, you burn something, explode something. There's like all these switches, but I'm not like sure how to get to them. That's the entrance. There can't be anything over there. So something over here is something I missed. Alright. That makes it kind of simple. Oh, I don't think I went down here. Okay. Not that it mattered. From what it appears. Any other switches? I'm not seeing anything. I ran through that house twice, so... Like, why do they have this big-ass area with nothing? No doors... some kind of thingy over there. Alright, whatever. We're just gonna have to wander a little bit more, figure out what's going on. Yeah, I can't go in that way. I don't think there's anything over here, but I'm gonna check it again anyway. Not even like a switch. Alrighty then. I feel like I'm bottlenecked into having to go up here. So there's stairs and some nothing. Okay. I'm looking for switches. Alright. Switches. I don't see any switches. I don't see anything over here either. No, like, extra stuff of any kind. Okay. Before I go up those... No, there's nothing else. What am I missing? Just check back over here. Is this a switch? Yeah. Nope. It's very strange. Fourth floor. Okay. Any, like, stuff at all? Yeah, I mean, I don't I'm supposed to like... Oh, okay. So I can use Muse Fire for that. So maybe I can use it over here too. Maybe I just gave up too early. Aha! Sneaky. Okay. Well, at least we're progressing. We're figuring it out together. There we go. Da-da-da. Doop-de-doo. The door was locked. Well, I think I have to kill these guys to get out. So we'll kill them. Unlocked. Oh, okay. It like retracted that letter too. Let's see. Man. I don't have any orange gels, huh? Whatevs. Alrighty. Woo! Wait, I came that way. I'm stupid. Okay. Bitchin' switches. Ooh. Well. No more secrets, huh? The buildings around here all look similar.
Now that you mention it, they do. Guy, how come they're all like this? Well... I don't know the details, but I heard that a single architect planned the whole town. They named the island after him.
So the architect was named Ferris?
Yeah. Apparently the emperor of the time was struck by the uniform beauty of the town. And the architecture of Grand Kogma was influenced by Ferris's style as well. I see, I see. What do you mean I see? You know more about it than I do.
I'm spilling stuff up in here.
Not at all. I quite dislike giving explanations.
Me too.
Liar, you've been explaining things all this time.
That's why I dislike it. Especially explaining general knowledge. I'd rather leave that to others. It's quite exhausting.
Oh, Jade.
Goodness, simple explanations aren't that tiring, are they?
I am getting on in my years, after all.
Right.
Right. Alrighty. Oh, I love Ferris. I thought I was... Yeah, never mind. Hopefully I didn't accidentally spoil anything with my stuff that I said. Let's see. Ah, I fell in a hole. Looks like I have to go down again. Nothing, huh? Unlocked door. What's down here? Nothing. You got nothing for me? So sad. Daddy wants loot. Whatever. I'm fucking dead, huh? Okay. Just getting my ass beat up in here. the door, apparently. Oh my. I feel like there was other stuff over here. Let me just take a peek around really quick. Maybe not. Yeah, there's like all kinds of stuff over here. Did I come from this way? Yes, I did. Okay. So maybe there's something in here. No, I went down there, I think. Yeah, I think that's the... Oh, okay. Yeah, I think that's the right way. And then... Yeah, didn't I check down there? Yeah, I think that's where I fell through a hole. Okay. So let's try this then. Nothing, huh? Some more nothing. And even more nothing. Look at all the nothing. Looks like I have to go downstairs. I haven't been given a choice. Monsters. Die for me. Dear fucking God. How are these, like, enemies just beating my ass like this? No. Fucking bullshit. So does Tyr forget that she's supposed to be healing people? Let's just fucking turn this shit off, because she's too retarded right now. Alright, I don't think there's any other place I could go. Didn't I just go in there? I don't know. Oh, there's another ladder. That's where I came in. Okay, I must be missing like a switch or something. I like how they commented like, oh, the whole place looks the same. It's not a good thing. It means the people who designed this game are being lazy assholes. And they try to cover it up with like explanation. Can we flip that switch somehow? It's not gonna reach the current range. So I need like the upgraded Mew to get up there, I think. Can't go this way, that's where I came from. There is nothing in there. That's not a door. Alright, so down we go. Nothing there. Alright, so one of these doors. Okay, so I think this is a new part. Nothing over here. That's where I came in. What is it, Luke?
Oh, I was just thinking, it must have been a beautiful town. Yeah. I don't remember much, but there was a big port and the town was always lively. Yeah?
The collapse of Hod, the tidal wave, most of the people probably died without even knowing what had happened. It may have been easier on them that way, relatively speaking, of course.
It must have been horrible for the survivors as well. Nothing would have grown.
And all of them were just innocent bystanders.
It
innocent island, washed away and forgotten.
An innocent island indeed. Arietta.
Okie dokie. Alright. What do we got? We got a bird. What is this lady? What does she want from me? What else? I'm not seeing anything else, really. The door was locked. All of these buildings look alike. It's hard to know exactly where we are. What? It's easy. We came from the right over there, so now we just need to head to the left. No, Luke, we just came from the left. Huh? Luke, if a monster loses its homing instinct, then it's nothing but a domesticated animal. A pet. Hey, who are you calling a monster? And what's this about pets? Jade's the one who's someone's pet anyway. Guy, did I just hear you say something? Oh no, not at all. I was just thinking about the names Emperor Peony gives to his rapigs. Sigh. Alright, let's take a savey save. No special things over here for me other than that piece of shit bird. And another bird. Oh, yay. Birds. That's what I think of birds. They should be destroyed. Blah, blah, blah. Come on, give me some items or something. Don't make all that shit if you're not going to put anything over there. Alright, I have a feeling it's...
There's someone here.
There's someone here.
That voice. Annis! This is my special place. You can't just come barging in. You're not welcome here, Annis.
Ferris is your special place? What do you mean?
This is where I was born. My family all died in the flood. Mommy Liger saved me. I was so lonely, but Van came one day and invited me to join him. He stopped Ferris from sinking and made it into my own private ship. Van and the others have visited several times. They said they'd make this our base.
So this was my brother's headquarters.
And most likely a facility for Famicry.
If you're talking about a replica machine, then yes, we have one. We need it. After all, Van promised he would recreate my whole city.
That's nothing but an illusion. Replicas aren't your family or even a replacement.
No, you're wrong. Look at Luke. He's a replacement for Ash. Ion understood me. He even helped Van. The only reason Ion changed was because Annis took over as Phone Master Guardian.
You're wrong. Master Van has tricked you.
Luke, be quiet. But you betrayed him, Annis. What, are you saying you want that duel here and now? My mediator Largo will decide the place. You can wait to hear from him. I fought for Ion and for Van, but now Ion is gone. I'm going to get revenge. I won't lose. What a fool. She doesn't even realize she's being used.
If what Arietta said is true, then we can assume that this is one of Van's facilities.
Yes. Let's keep looking. Is that all right, Annis?
Yeah.
Let's see. No loot anywhere. Rude. So Arietta was raised here by monsters. Yeah, apparently. She got caught up in the tidal wave when she was a baby. And she just happened to be rescued by a monster. I'm surprised she wasn't eaten instead. Yeah, and by a liger at that. It's really strange because they, like, eat people. If she was raised by monsters, then how can she speak? Van probably taught her. Yeah, probably. And the original Ion, too. I see, that would help explain her feelings for Ion. And then Van used that poor girl for his own ends. If you could control monsters, you could easily match a human army. That power must have been a temptation for Van, and if he was the one to teach her, he could easily bring her to trust him. Just like you did with me. Win her over. Get her to trust him, and then use her. Van, how could you? One could say that Arietta benefited from Van's actions. If nothing else, he did rescue her. In any case, Van only made use of what was available. We can argue over the propriety of such a thing later, but he simply chose the best course of action to fulfill his objective. That shows how serious he is. I want treasure chests filled with lovely goodies, but there are none to be found. So very sad.
Sorry. Impressive. Such a large-scale endeavor operating even now.
So, this is where they're making the replicas.
Eamon and the others may have been made here too.
Let's shut it down. Perhaps that will help ease the expenditure of 7 phonons.
Right. I don't think this world needs any more replicas. Even with just me, it's already one too many.
Luke. Stop. Why are you doing this? Why do you oppose the birth of our brethren?
We will all be given a new place to live upon the heavenly plane.
Do not interfere.
Are all of you okay with that? It's not like you were born because you were wanted.
You're wrong. We were all born because Mose wanted us.
If you say so, Mary. But once your heavenly plane is completed, your originals will all be killed.
Why should we care if those who don't accept us are killed?
That's barbaric! Without those originals, no replicas could be born!
So, now that we have been born, why should we stay beholden to the originals? Luke, you could learn a thing or two from them.
What? Confidence. That's why Ash gets mad at you. That's why you have trouble with Emperor Peony. You lack confidence.
Call it a will to live that borders on arrogance. You had it once. You would call us arrogant? Yes, I would. And someday your own words may be turned right back at you. I wonder if you'll be able to say the same thing then.
No!
Moses moved ahead with his plan without us.
Doom. Doom. I'm gonna do his words because he's got like this gargle to him. Moses saying, "This continent of Vans will become my new stronghold." He says, "Behold the dawn of the new order of Lorelei. All hands begin preparations." Now he's laughing. He claims he will bring prosperity to the entire world in fulfillment of the score. Sure.
What's going on? What is that?
Mose, you promised us a place on the new Hod.
The new Hod? So that's Hod?
What are we to do?
We go to the site of our covenant, the Tower of Ren. Surely Mose will come for us.
But the navigational equipment was destroyed with the Thaumacrief facility.
We'll eventually drift ashore if we follow this current. We'll walk from there.
Agreed. Spread the word.
They're gone. What should we do? Do we just let them go? I can't imagine Mose taking them in.
Well, if it were me, I would certainly cut them off. As long as he has the data, he can make as many replicas as he pleases.
So they're simply to be abandoned?
In all likelihood. Though I doubt they'll realize that for a while.
They still believe in Mose. So is that island in the sky really hot? If so, then that would make it the replica land that Van envisioned.
I guess we'll find out when we get there.
It seems risky. But you're right.
Okay, let's ask Noel to take us up to that floating island.
Oh, come on. Fucking birds. They're fucking everywhere. Ooh, a bird. Stupid. Just go away. Just die. There we go. Fucking bird. Is there something else in here? What is this madness? Where's my loot? Oh my. Is this dungeon not over? I found Virgin boots. Are they better than these boots? They are. Alrighty. And we found an hourglass. Blah 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 blah. Teleport me somewhere. The land of loot. Oh, Jesus. Yeah.
I know!
Thunder and gale! No way! I'm not doing too well.
Oh,
Get out of my face!
that was a lot easier than I thought it would be. So my time has come at last. Well done. My obsession ends here. I shall return to being a mere sword. I thank you. Obtained ultimatus. Whatever that is. A relic of the phonic war. Well, it's better than what I had. So let's get attacked by a fucking bird again. How about not? Be a bastard and cheat. Oh my god. Do you think he's gonna come back again? He just said he wouldn't, dickface. No, I doubt it. Oh, how can you know that? Because he fucking literally just said that. The unusual phonons I had felt emanating from his weapon have disappeared. Over our battles with him, the fields of phonons generated by our attacks probably absorbed the phonons he was composed of. So the hatred surrounding that monster has been exorcised. He didn't seem that hateful, but what if its hate was that strong? It may still be lying in wait nearby, watching us with hatred as it awaits an opportunity to revive. Enough already. Seriously. Pointless skit is pointless. You're entitled to think that way if you like, but you certainly do enjoy ghost stories, don't you? Absolutely. I so delight in the mysteries of nature, right, Luke? Luke? He appears to have fled in disgust. Alright, let's bring people back to life before we get attacked some more. Let me out of this fucking place. Stay away from me, evil bird creature. Oh, alrighty. Let's go back to the entrance. I don't want to deal with any more of that shit. Apparently, I'm severely underleveled, but, you know, shit happens. I don't know, let's see... Oh, yeah. I think I'm gonna try that Coliseum, because I haven't touched it. Maybe I'll just get murdered on it. Let's see, registration for... Let's give these a try. It's not like it'll take that long anyway. Second battle. Something. Final round. Blah, 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 blah. 30k. Bronze trophy, next stage. Okie dokie. Let's go heal at the inn. Yay! It's a good place for it. What are you doing, Annis? I asked the inn staff about the recipe for that food, and now I'm organizing it. Learned fried rice. You really like cooking, huh, Annis? Well, yeah, though I don't like cleaning up afterwards. Whew! Radikal's cuisine uses the same ingredients as Malkuth and Dots, but the flavoring is a little stronger, so it's hard to get it right. Huh? Really? But I've learned what everyone likes, so it'll be fine. I'll give it a go soon. Sounds good. Life. Death. Luke, are you still awake? Yeah, I was thinking. What is death, anyway? The end of everything, perhaps. Yeah, if one end can make for another beginning, then I guess... Luke, you look pale. I don't know what you're thinking, but they say that people become pessimistic at night. Let's go to sleep. Yeah, I guess. Alright, let's try number 2. Maybe I'll just get killed, but might as well give it a shot. Mr. Cage! Blah, 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 blah. Something, something, something. Final round. Gold trophy, whatever that is. Wait, everyone, don't leave yet. A new challenger has come. Okie doke. Oh, shit. I might want to. Oh, that's, I think, mint. Oh, Jesus. That is not very nice. We need to get rid of these magic bitches. Oh my god. Maybe I should get rid of Philia first. The fucking hourglass on me? Oh, rude. Very fucking nice. I think I have the right idea this time now. Let's start paying attention more. Oh, he can't use items on anyone but himself, but he can. The fuck? I swear to God, these items aren't being around him. Are you serious? Oh my God, these people are fucking me up. Seriously? Really now? Oh dear God. Jesus. Fucking bullshit. Seriously? I don't have any lemon gels. I'm being a big fat cheater, apparently. a second before. What can I do to keep alive in this mess? Alright, let's try it this way. Why can't I use fucking items right now? Really? She can't get one spell off in that period of time? Ugh. Fucking her up. Jesus Christ. Bitch seriously incapable of healing anyone? God damn. You fucking bastard. This is bullshit. What is this shit? Let's save our fucking HP first. pushing it, destroying me. Alright, that's TP I don't care about. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get naughty and waste our good stuff. Just fucking keep healing people, please. Jesus Christ. That guy just, like, took my life from me. Fucking cunts. I'm gonna use it right after I did. Can this bitch, like, not heal people that fast? There we go. Jeez, I guess I'll just use all my items. Get the fuck out of here. I know, I cheated. I feel naughty and dirty inside, but I'm underleveled. I need new equipment. I'm dying my ass off. Victory! Bravo! You're a cheater. Cheater. Pumpkin eater. Okay, so there's only those 2 levels. Let's... Actually, I need items. course. Alright. Really? You can't just... You gotta be shitting me.
Just
Yes.
stay there.
Wow. I can't use items, huh?
Like this?
Alrighty then.
Like this? Like this? Take this? Like this? Like this?
Oh, 4.
Like this?
my god. Fucking hit these things half the time for no reason. What is this asshole doing? I thought it was supposed to cure me, I guess it doesn't. Heals all allies within range. Doesn't heal me though. Okay. Cool. Good to know. How many more fucking birds are there?
We're done here.
Dear God.
Let's go. Guardian field. Guardian, bring it on. Guardian field. You're mine.
Can't use items, huh? Can't heal myself. Okay, whatever.
Guardian field.
That's fine. Alright, that was my little foray into the Coliseum. I give up for now. I'm not strong enough, I think. It took me way too long to, like, kill those other guys, so... whatevs. Alright. Guess I need to find that area. Oh, it's probably this thing. It's that tower ram thing, I think. Alright. Fuck is all this shit? What's that marsh place? Those are towns, I think.
can't break through the planet storm's protective barrier.
Wait, does that mean we can't get near it as long as the planet storm is active?
There's nothing we can do. Let's head to Grand Kokma. The military is keeping the hot data at their headquarters.
Understood. But what do we do if it really is Van's replica land up there?
That huge thing floating in the sky is hot? Impossible. Even assuming it's a replica, given those claw-like anti-aircraft devices around it, it must have been created some time ago. Presumably they erected the defense system underwater. Then used the Sephiroth to raise it. Well, Sephiroth, but haven't those all lost their power to raise up land? The Sephiroth itself is a replica too, remember? This is a replica of Hod from before it collapsed. Wait, if they replicate other areas, including the Sephiroth... Yes, Tyr, what you're thinking is exactly what will come to pass. What? What will happen? It would be difficult to explain. Let's wait until it actually comes about. Either way, there's nothing we can do about it right now. Where the fuck do I go? Let's go here. Did any rapids run this way? More side quests, I guess. We haven't seen any. Oh no, what am I gonna do? I don't care. Ugh.
Island floating above the Central Ocean.
Colonel Curtis, I'm en route to His Majesty's report on the island floating above the Central Ocean, says Nordheim.
Have you found anything out about it yet?
Chief of Staff Sussman has all the information. He's in the rear conference room.
Let's hurry.
Yes, let's say that information more than once. It's extremely important. Is that it?
Oh, Jade. Things have really gone bad, huh?
Yes, sir. We've learned that the island floating above the Central Ocean may be Hod.
Ah, so it's true.
So that really is Hod?
Well, it's surrounded by a protective barrier formed by the planet storm. It's impossible to observe from here.
Then what led you to suspect it might be Hod, sir?
It is located exactly where Hod was, in the Outer Land.
If it is Hod, then we can assume it's a replica created through Fomicry.
Yes, I doubt it could be anything else. Replica data for the entire island was taken just before its destruction.
Hence the new Hod. Weren't a lot of 7th phonons being consumed in that area?
Correct. Which suggests that all of this was Van's doing.
Even though we
But
killed
wait, the
him,
replicas
he's
were all
not
saying
dead.
it was Moe's.
Sir, several islands in the Hod Archipelago have disappeared. The cause is unknown. What do you think, Jade?
Perhaps phonons within the two lands are interfering with one another, causing a hyperresonance.
Yes, I would imagine that's the case. I'm headed to speak with His Majesty.
What's happening, Colonel?
Let's go see the king ourselves.
Fools who have forgotten the score.
That's Mo's voice.
Huh? Where is it coming from?
I don't know. It seems like the sky, but that's...
I am Mose, full master of the new order of Lorelei. Swallowed by the cliff off, shrouded in the miasma, the world today lies on the verge of destruction. And why is that? It is because both King Laska and Marku have abandoned Julia's skull. False messengers have deceived both into ignoring the skull.
Your Majesty, this is...
Yes, Mo's that bastard. Just what is he trying to accomplish?
It is my duty to protect the skull, to establish the new order of Lorelei.
This isn't good. No, this sort of thing could easily make the citizens panic.
Not the miasma covering the entire world.
We, the new order of Lorelei, have created the glorious land of Eldred from the Isle of Ark. From here, you will see that the road once more.
Yeah, something something score, something something prophecy.
If you do,
Something something surrender.
the order shall dispatch a messenger to war. Justice lies.
Mo's mind has already begun.
Neural contamination?
Mo's absorbed many seventh phonons without any ability to control them.
Mo's consciousness has begun to reject the seventh phonon. He's losing his capacity for rational thought.
So that's neural contamination.
He still created this preposterous new order of Lorelei of his own will. His zeal for the score is beyond all reason. I won't allow someone like him to destroy the order Ion tried to renew.
Let's see the Emperor. Neither Emperor Peony nor King Engelbert would give in to Mo's demands.
Yes, I agree. We should start formulating countermeasures now to prepare for the worst.
What's happening?
He didn't last long after the seventh phonon implantation.
This extreme a result from such a small quantity. What if the Commandant cannot control Lorelei? Then as a seventh bonus, he won't see consequences like these.
Pitiful. To think he'd be so fixated upon the score as to assume such a fool.
It's time. Let's go.
What was that? Not even Ion did anything like that. That technology, they couldn't have dug it up from the Dawn Age. Or could they have? But this is a problem. New people all over the world know about the new Order of Lorelei. The entire world will fall into panic. Grr, Ion tried so hard to reform and protect the Order of Lorelei, I won't let that faker destroy it. Annis. Natalia, Tyr, I'm going to need your help. Of course, I shall not allow that lot to disturb my beloved Kimlaska. Yes, Annis, let's stop them. Watch over me, Ion.
Disappeared.
Emperor Peony says, I've heard several islands in the Had archipelago have disappeared.
Yes. We believe it's due to a quasi-hyperresonance caused by the replica land interacting with the original.
Quasi-hyperresonance?
The replica land currently expanding around Eldred is in all likelihood being constructed as replica data is extracted from the world's surface.
So, for an instant, the newly created replica and the original share the same seventh phonons. At that time, interference similar to a hyperresonance takes place.
I'm so lost right now.
In other words, the original land is destroyed as the replica land is created.
Well, then I guess we better stop it soon.
Where do you think the Famicry facility creating the replica landmass is?
On Eldred would be my guess. It takes a long time to extract the data from a landmass. We should still be able to stop it.
Might we leave this matter to you? We have no means of reaching the sky.
Of course. We'll do everything in our power.
The Malkuth Armed Forces will secure land defenses.
Kimloska will aid you in that as well.
Natalia, why don't you propose that summon about the score now?
Oh, that's right. Kimloska, Malkuth, and the Order of Lorelei should all come together. They'll be a lot more effective against the new Order of Lorelei that way.
Yes, you're right. Perhaps now is the time for such a gathering.
If your majesties would grant us your presence, we could also discuss strategies against Eldred.
What are you all suggesting?
Guy, explain.
Isn't that Natalia's job?
Very well. I'll make the time whenever you wish. Is Doth an acceptable location?
Yes, I think that would be best.
King Ingobert is already aware of the situation, so that leaves Teodoro next, right?
Yes, let's head to Yulia City.
Quasi-hyper-resonance, like when Tyr and I were thrown at a Tataroo Valley? Quasi it may be, but it's still hyper-resonance. How strong is it? Around 40% of real hyper-resonance in theory. That's still enough to destroy matter. No different from my hyper-resonance, huh? If you set off a full-strength hyper-resonance, not even dust would remain. The fact that even part of Xeriuth remained is because your abilities are limited and unstable. Oh, okay. That's also why Ash doesn't use hyper-resonance in battle, it's simply too strong. Real hyper-resonance would even annihilate the atmosphere. We should consider ourselves lucky. Yeah, but that's not gonna stop the world from disintegrating as the replicas are made. You can hardly call that lucky. Damn it, we've got to do something about Eldrant. Which means dealing with the Planet Storm and the new Order of Lorelei, and well, we've got a lot of work ahead of us. This might be the first time Malkuth and Kimloska have ever cooperated openly. Yes. Kimloska, Malkuth, and Doth must all work together to deal with Eldrant. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. I can't agree with that way of stating it, but I suppose that if this did not occur, not even a peace treaty would have been enough to make them work with each other. Who cares what sets it off as long as both countries get along better? I just hope they can continue working toward a peaceful relationship after this is over. Even if it doesn't last forever. Well, regardless of how the future may go, right now we need to concentrate on Eldrant. Largo says, so, you were out here.
Largo!
You certainly took your time. Not that I was eager to see you again.
Don't be that way. Arietta says she'll meet you in the Jiggle Woods.
Arietta? So she really wants to go through with this duel. She wants to fight in our forest?
Wonder why there, of all places.
That was where her mother died.
So you're her mediator.
Then if Arietta should lose, you're the next in line to fight. Is that correct?
No, I'm only here to move things along. And I can't imagine Arietta losing.
Okay, time to teach that Arietta a lesson.
Annis, you okay? You look like you're pushing yourself a bit.
Isn't there someone else you should be worrying about more than me?
Who, Natalia?
He hasn't realized how badly she was hurt.
He's still not very sensitive to these things.
What? What are you guys talking about?
You'll figure it out.
No. Is it really necessary for the two of you to duel? Arietta probably needs it at the very least. There is the option of not accepting the duel and inviting her hatred. It would give Arietta something to live for, you could say. But that would be too cruel to Annis. Actually, I thought about that too. Annis, how could you? But ever since she was born, Van's been pulling her strings. This duel is something she finally decided on all by herself, so I want to accept it. Well, alright, I won't try to stop you anymore. But it's so sad though, if only there was some way to avoid it. Thanks, Natalia. Meow. Meow. Let me out of here. Let me out. Let me out. This is not a dance. I'm begging for help. I'm screaming for help. Please come let me out. You're really gone, says Luke.
Wait here, you guys.
Annis, are you planning on going alone?
Yes, this is my problem.
Like hell it is. Ion was our friend too. This is about him, then it's our problem. All of us. You're our friend too, Annis.
Me? The one who was spying on you this whole time?
You didn't have any other choice, did you?
Arietta will have all her monster friends. We should keep things fair.
Ion sacrificed himself to save me. If that led to a duel, I need to be present.
I'm not sure about friend, but I suppose we do have an awkward bond of sorts.
You would say something like that, Colonel. Okay, all right. All of you, you're coming with me.
Right.
Come to think of it, this is the first place I ever really talked to Ion. So it is. He gave you a capacity core, too. He sure was weird. I mean, I was pretty nasty back then, but he kept talking about how nice I was. And he said you felt familiar. I wonder if it's because both of us are replicas. I don't know if replicas can recognize each other, but... But what? I don't believe in reincarnation, but perhaps sometime in the distant past, you and Ion were close friends. That sounds better than because we're replicas. At least to me it does. That doesn't really seem like you, Jade, but... Yeah, it is, Ion. I'm so glad I met you. You were the first stranger who ever gave me a compliment. The woods are so quiet. Maybe because the God Generals are here. Yeah, probably. The creatures of the forest may have realized what's about to happen. I'm Arietta's enemy, too. I'm a no-good Cheagle. You mean about the Ligers? Oh, that's just because everyone got their wires crossed. You can't really blame anyone for that. But I don't have any wires, Master. Oh, don't worry about it, Mew. This is Annis's duel. Let's bring Annis. Well, that sucks.
Finally, I was getting tired of sitting around.
I've been waiting. All right, let's get this over with.
What a lively little girl. But a duel needs some rules.
I'll fight with my friends. You fight as a group of 4, too.
Arietta, you've helped us in the past. Can't we talk this over?
That was to help Ion. But Ion is dead. Your deaths will be for Mommy. Annis, yours is for Ion. For Van, too. I'll finish all of you. Do innocent. You killed everyone on the Tartarus under Van's orders. You're not the only one who wants vengeance. Ernest, prepare to die.
Whatever.
Your ion mommy. And everyone is. I can't wait for your
You're going to find Annis, you'll have to fight us too.
You should understand that that is part of a soldier's job.
It's unfortunate, little girl, but you'll find enemies everywhere.
I don't like that skill. I think it was that one that I liked.
Whining won't do you any good. I'll bear your grudge. I'll take it. Goodbye, Annis.
What fucking skill is that?
Van, I lost. I'm sorry. Ariana, Mommy, everyone, I'm sorry. I couldn't avenge you. Ion, where are you? It hurts. Ariana, I'm sorry. I really hated you, but I'm sorry.
Annis, don't cry or apologize over the corpse of your enemy. You'll only insult her. Arietta risked her life fighting for her goals and died in the process. Pitying her means mocking the ideals she fought for.
Yeah.
The one true shame is that she couldn't witness the rebirth of the Isle of Ferris.
If that's how you feel, why didn't you stop her?
She resolved herself to do this, even if it cost her her life. Who could have stopped that? Arietta felt indebted to Ion, Van, and those monsters for their help. It's only natural that she would fight for them.
Even though Van was only deceiving her?
He wasn't deceiving her. Arietta would have killed herself if she knew the real phone master had died. That was Van's kindness.
So Arietta joined the 6 god generals to repay that debt. What about you, Badok?
That name died long ago, in the Sea of Batical, where my wife sleeps. I see. So you found it.
So you won't introduce yourself?
What's the point? An enemy's an enemy. It's as simple as that. You're soft, boy. The next time we meet will be the day I kill you all. I'll avenge Arietta then.
What was that all about?
I'm sorry, I can't tell you right now.
But you'll promise to tell me later?
Yes, I promise.
All right. We can't just hang around here all day. Weren't we headed to Yulia City for that summit about the score?
Yeah, you're right. Annis, you okay to head out?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Then let's go.
Annis received the title Last Phone Master Guardian. I wonder if the God Generals all have something they're willing to give their lives to make happen. The elimination of the score? Since they're following Van's ideals, I'd assume so. They probably have their different motives. Whether it's to eliminate the score or to help Van, and they'll even sacrifice their lives for it. I used to think that way. I thought it was the proper approach, and I never doubted myself. And now? Is sacrifice really the only way to be serious about something? I don't know anymore. Yeah, it sounds like you've come closer to my way of thinking. You don't think sacrificing your life is being serious? Well, everybody's different, but I think that clinging to life is what makes people really want to change the world. It's not right or wrong, it's just faith. Clinging to life, sacrifice for a greater purpose. Yes, perhaps I'm uncertain because both are right in their own ways. I don't think there's any such thing as right or wrong in this world. You have to decide on your own. Okay, onward and upward. She really is pushing herself, isn't she? Yes. Annis? What? There are tears on your face. This is the sweat of youth. No tears. Nope. Enough about the past. Let's go forward. Maybe we shouldn't try too hard to comfort her. I'd say that Annis is less concerned with the pain of killing Arietta, and more concerned about worrying us by showing that pain. We should let her be. It's quite admirable for such a little girl, wouldn't you say? Yeah, she fought Arietta. She'll have to cope with that herself. All we can do is watch over her. Right.
Goodness, are you all right?
Come with us, now.
Tyr, what is it?
Who was that person?
A replica. She probably fled here from Sheridan. Fled? It's been happening a lot recently. People who have died just show up with no memories of the past. People being spotted at their own funerals.
A natural result of such large-scale replication.
They don't know anything. Some fall prey to monsters, others just take things from shops. Many replicas are the victims of terrible abuse.
That's inhuman.
More and more people are learning that living creatures are being replicated. Some people think that their loved ones died because a replica of them was created. Maybe some did, but a lot of replicas are just innocent victims.
And these newborn replicas can't say a thing to defend themselves.
Exactly. In the end, we've begun offering them asylum here. There aren't many places safe from monsters. They have nowhere else to go. But it's not like we have infinite resources. We're in just as bad a bind as they are.
What are we replicas anyway? What do you mean? You're people. But we only look like people. I don't think we'll be treated like people. We know Luke. We know Ion and Sync. We understand that replicas are no different from ordinary people, but most people see Famakri only as a means to create copies of inanimate objects. So they see replicas as simple copies or substitutes. Maybe a few will accept them, but... So where do we go? Where can we live? We're as helpless as small children. Luke, Jade, you created us. You know everything, don't you? Luke, yelling at Jade won't accomplish anything. Sorry. No, it's the truth. I can't find an answer I'm ashamed to say. What's good is this head of mine, I wonder.
Welcome, all of you. The situation has become quite grave, hasn't it?
Grandfather, we've come here today to consult with you.
I understand. Now that we've lost Phone Master Ion, I am the logical representative to attend the summit.
Then you'll...
Yes. I'll head to Doth shortly.
That's great.
We should tell Father. The summit can now finally begin.
That's odd. There seem to be more people here than before.
Hey, couldn't those be replicas?
What's going on? What are replicas doing in a place like this?
Looks like we should see what's going on in the city before seeing His Majesty.
Hell, who are you? Don't come any closer!
What are you doing? Stop it!
Hey, that thing's a monster! Don't get near it!
Huh? What do you mean, a monster?
That's my buddy who died 2 weeks ago on his way back from getting a score reading. No, my buddy's dead. That thing, it's an imposter. But he looks just like him.
A replica.
Calm down. This person is no monster.
Fine. He's still a freak. Rem. The Tower of Rem.
What's this Tower of Rem the replicas are talking about?
It's the name of an ancient tower that stands in the Cliffod. It's from the Dawn Age. Part of a plan to travel to another planet should they fail to create the Outer Lands.
Another planet? Is that even possible?
Supposedly it was a radical idea, even at the time.
If they couldn't do it in the Dawn Age, it's just a dream for us. We can barely fly.
So these replicas are trying to reach the Outer Lands through that tower? Even if that's the case, how could they all know about the Tower of Rem?
If one were to implant the memory of the Tower of Rem when they were created, it's unlikely, but not impossible.
We're not reaching any conclusions here. Let's stop for now and go see the king.
You're right.
Ask for salvation from the new order of Lorelei. Respect the score.
I will not sit by and be smothered by the miasma.
My father in Casadonia died from this outbreak of miasma.
I don't want to go to the cliff off. Put me back on the old Outer Lands. Calm down. Everyone, just calm down. Cease.
Shut up!
Natalia!
Silence. I am Natalia Luzu Kimlaska Landvaldir.
Too many names, bruh.
Beloved citizens of Kimlaska, I beseech you to be calm. Hear what I have to say.
Your Highness! The miasma! At this rate, we're all done for!
We are aware of the situation and are doing everything we can to stop the miasma.
Why don't we just raise the ground again like before?
That's not possible. The outer lands of the new order of Lorelei are created by destroying the land we have now. The appearance of Eldrant has caused several islands in the Central Ocean to disappear. This land will be erased, and you along with it.
But that can't be.
You all know better by now. What good can come from obsessing over the score? Yulia's score never predicted that the Outer Lands would fall into the cliff-off.
That's because we didn't obey the score.
Why should we obey it? A prophecy that only comes true if you obey it is no prophecy at all. The score is not a future set in stone. It's just one of many possible futures.
I ask you all to please give us just a little more time. If we cannot come up with a solution in time, we will petition the new order of Lorelei for help.
Princess Natalia, we believe in you.
As long as the miasma goes away, we've got no complaints with His Majesty's rule.
The miasma has already killed several people. Now there are replicas? These weird human things just hang around and root through our property.
We just want to live a normal,
A normal, peaceful life. Oops, I didn't mean to skip that.
Things.
Luke, they're just upset. Once they calm down and get a grip on the situation...
It's fine. It's fine.
The score really does wield sway over people's hearts. It will take time for that to change. And with a world full of miasma and weird human things like me, Luke, don't put it that way. No, I think that's probably how we look to ordinary people. We don't have mothers or fathers after all. Well, I know it's mean to Luke, but as far as normal people are concerned, it's bad enough already without the score, and now these things are popping up all over the place. Fear is infectious. At this rate, there could be riots worldwide. It all depends on how well the rulers can lead their people.
What the devil has happened to Mose?
We're looking into that now ourselves.
Well, at the moment, we can't openly cross him. We do not intend to give in to him, but many people still have faith in the score. If we were to oppose it, it could lead to violence.
Damn.
His Majesty is also working to settle the issues of the replicas. But there are too many to accept as refugees, and the city's public safety is suffering.
A small riot broke out when a replica went to his own funeral. Several people died. And there's the matter of feeding them all. These replicas are such a headache. Ah, Luke, I'm not talking about you. Don't let it upset you.
Your Majesty, I propose we work on an allied response with the Malkuth ambassador.
Agreed. I leave that to you.
By the way, Father, all sides have agreed to hold that summit on the score.
I see. You've made a fine ambassador, Natalia. I'm proud of you. The timing is perfect. All three powers can agree on how the score is to be handled. I also intend to propose taking joint military action against the New Order of Lorelei.
That makes sense. This world is about to get erased because of that replica land.
That said, any direct attack on Eldred is precluded by the planet storm.
Yes, another headache. And we'll need to discuss the replica issue as well.
Is the replica problem really that bad?
It's better than it was. It seems they're headed to a place called the Tower of Rem. Many have already left. But between clashes with the citizens and the stress on the economy, they caused quite an uproar. There were enough of them for an entire country, and the majority couldn't speak a word. Some people tried to snatch up replicas for untoward purposes.
So there really is no place for replicas.
These problems only arose from a lack of preparedness and infrastructure.
It's also an emotional matter for many. Replicas are identical copies of the originals.
In any case, this summit comes first. Gather the advisors together to formulate Kimlaska's policy. And you all should wait at Duke Fabra's manor until things are settled here.
Father, please allow me to participate.
Very well.
Natalia, we're all counting on you.
Thank you.
Your Majesty, we also have a report concerning that other issue.
Come to my chambers later.
Understood.
Those two sure do look different. Those two? Natalia and Largo. Natalia is so elegant and beautiful. She probably got it from her mother. I sure wouldn't want to see a Natalia. She'd definitely be taller than you. I'm still growing, huh? What is it? Oh, I was just imagining a Natalia that looked like Largo. Whoa, I imagine she'd be quite the character. Yeah. Let's go to His Majesty's room. Which is where?
I see. So that Largo fellow really is Natalia's true father.
Yes, sir. There's no doubt.
What to do? That child could very well be forced to battle her own father.
Natalia still doesn't know. There's always the option of not telling her at all.
Yeah, knowing the truth doesn't always bring happiness.
How about you? Luke, what do you think?
When I found out I was a replica, I felt like I didn't want to know. I was sad, but I had already begun to get a sense that I wasn't really myself. If I hadn't known, I would have been in complete despair. I'd have just given up on everything. I know her case is completely different, but I think it's probably better to know.
I think you're right. Ignorance can be bliss. But the idea of us knowing while Natalia, the one in question here, doesn't, it feels wrong to me.
It'll only make it more painful when she finds out later.
You're right. Give me some time to think it over.
Yes, Your Majesty.
I'll use this time to go to Malkuth to suggest the Emperor settle on a policy. I'll be borrowing the alveoli.
Well then, what's it going to be, Luke? Back to the manor?
Yeah.
Luke, what's wrong?
Yeah, you're acting weird, Luke. Off in your own little world.
Luke!
Lorelei? Or is it?
Hey, Replica, where are you?
Ash! We're in...
Never mind, I see it. Back.
Damn it, first you put your voice in my head, now you're looking through my eyes?
I'm close to Bath. I'll meet you there. Stay in the city.
I'll be back in the manor. If you want to come see me there, be my guest.
No, head to a port or something.
I want to go back to my home.
Fine, do what you want.
What did Ash have to say?
He's coming to meet us. I told him we'd be at the manor.
The manor? Are you okay with that?
Yeah, it's better this way.
I wonder what Ash wants. It's probably about the Jewel of Lorelei. I guess that means he hasn't found it. Why? If he had, he'd have come and said, I got it, Replica, or something with that convenient communications network of his. Convenient communications network? Annis does have a point, though. So I guess he's come to vent at you for not finding it. That's fine, there's something I wanted him to do anyway. Something you wanted him to do? You'll see. The guy says, I never thought I'd see you back here. To Ash.
I never thought I'd return. Ash, how is Lorelei? I couldn't make contact. It must be trapped inside Van, unable to communicate. So your search for the Jewel of Lorelei is still ongoing. But we do know that Lorelei passed the key up through the Sephiroth. If you didn't pick it up, it should still be somewhere around the Sephiroth.
But you searched them, didn't you, Ash? What, did you miss one?
I'm not an idiot. You have me confused with someone else here. What are you trying to say?
They say the sword and the jewel react to one another. You should have found it.
If we don't get the jewel, things play right into Van's hands. Damn. And with the miasma, the people are leaning towards the new order of Lorelei. The miasma.
The light of the sacred flame shall approach a Kimlaskan city of phone machines, seeking a way to purify the taint. There, salvation shall be found through the use of a forbidden power.
Ash, what if the miasma could be neutralized through a hyperresonance? What are you talking about? That's impossible. Not if you have the Sword of Lorelei. It would cost someone their life, but...
Luke, what are you talking about?
That's the first time I've heard anything like that.
So? You saying you'll die for us? I'm saying... Must be nice for you replicas, being able to say you just give it all up like that. If I could make up for Xeriuth by apologizing, I'd apologize as much as it took. If my dying could bring back Xeriuth, then I'd be scared. But I'd die. I don't want to die any more than anyone else. Huh, of course you don't. I'm not ready to die yet either. But wait! This little chat is over. I've got something to do. I'm not done talking. Just give me 5 more minutes. But let go of me!
Come on, hear him out, Ash.
Fine.
Ash has joined the party. Give me your stuff. Ah, no free equipment. Looks like House Fabra has its own issues. Not really. Everything would be fine if Ash would just stop being stubborn and just come back. What would you do then? If you're going to start up about how nobody needs you, I'm leaving. I don't really know what I'd do, but... Loser. Before you go telling Ash what to do, how about you decide what you're going to do with yourself? Absolutely. If you don't have your own purpose, you can hardly force anyone else to do anything. Why do all the girls around me have to be so harsh? Well, what do you want? It's the truth, after all.
Luke!
You're... Father? Mother? I've brought the real Luke home. You bastard. What are you planning? We'll be waiting in the courtyard.
Luke! It's really you, isn't it, Luke?
good to see you again, Mother.
So you've been with the Oracle Knights?
Yes,
You've grown up, Luke.
Father.
I get it. You want Ash to meet up with your parents.
But Luke, are you okay with this? The thought of Ash coming here always made you...
Terrified. It still does. But I'm just a replica. He's real. If I'm going to get told I'm not needed, I'd rather hear it sooner than...
Stop it, Luke.
Guy?
I thought something was up with you. You've got this stupid idea about killing yourself to stop the miasma, don't you?
Luke, don't be an idiot.
You keep telling yourself you're just a worthless replica imposter. You keep worrying that you'll be told you're unnecessary. What does that even mean?
I've been asking myself ever since I found out I'm a replica. Why was I born? Who am I? Why am I alive? I have no right to exist. No replica does.
I've heard enough. So have I.
I'm not Luke anymore. I'm never coming back here. Get over that inferiority complex before you go proposing anything stupid. You're infuriating.
Luke, let's get some rest. You've got to be tired.
Yeah.
It's true that we'd lose the limitless energy provided by phone power. But what good is maintaining the planet storm if all of humanity is lost?
The score is no longer our guide. The time has come to shape the future by our own
I was
wills.
so worried.
Hey, you're done.
I know, thank God. Now it's just putting all of it together, and then I have
Most
to write
phone
the
tech
essays
and
that
phonic
the schools
arts would be
require,
lost
but
in the
that's
planet storm.
way easier because I can do research. I have time if I start now.
But not all phonons would disappear. We simply have to develop a way to make use of those limited phonon resources. Correct?
Why worry about future inconveniences when we may not have a future at all? I agree that stopping the planet storm is the logical solution.
I didn't reply, let them stew.
Everyone, good news. We've agreed to stop the planet storm.
As have we. Now we should head to Doth for the formal summit. Their Majesties have set sail for Doth already.
4 to 6.
Yeah, but we're taking the Albion.
And I
We'll
know it was
probably
that
pass
second
them
essay
along
that
the
killed
way.
me, because the first essay I destroyed it, man.
Okay,
I did really fucking
let's
good.
go.
I know I did. Your feedback helped, by the way. Structuring it, I think that's the only reason why I made that form.
You
because
just
that
have to structure that stupid shit. It's
second
so
one
dumb.
was bad. I know it was bad. 'Cause
When I read that, I was like, oh man. I was like, that's
structure.
maybe a 2.
I know. Yeah. All I did was structure it. I mean, the first one I know I killed it. If it was just based on that one,
It's
I probably
based
would've
on
made
like
mine.
the strength of your argument. It has nothing to do with the content of what you know.
I know. Yeah.
It's weird.
And like the first one was it?
At last.
The opinion one, analyze an argument. Yeah, analyze an argument.
Mhm.
I did like whatever it was. I don't remember, but I remember thinking like I finished. I had 10 minutes left over after writing it because just like everything just came and it flowed, and I structured it like you said, have a conclusion and an intro, and make it like connect. And so then I had 10 minutes to polish it off. The next one, I only had 2 minutes to polish off because I couldn't think of anything.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I don't know. This one's hard.
GRE done.
Exactly.
You got your hours, you got your 4.0, now you just gotta get into a school.
Just gotta put it all together, pay the bitches the money, write the essays that the schools want, which is easy. I asked Colette when she wrote hers for grad school, what she got in. It took her a week of research and writing it, formatting. She submitted it, and so I'm like, if I do a week of school, that's 4 weeks. But then she's a housewife and she's got all the time doing this. Probably more like me.
Yeah. You'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
I'm just so glad.
Just celebrate for now.
I'm gonna go eat some pho. My cousin, that's my celebration. Wyatt told me to take a shot. I'm gonna sit down.
Cool. Whew.
I am so excited.
Yahoo.
So relieved. I was so scared that I made the scores on the verbal and the math and I didn't make that one.
Mm-hmm.
I would have, oh my gosh, I would have been so frustrated if I didn't make that one.
Yeah. Well, the verbal, I mean,
It's easy. That one comes easy to me.
yeah. Well, you're
The
set.
math, though, I hit.
It's so dumb.
I exceeded my verbal, I exceeded my writing,
Mm-hmm.
and I hit minimum.
Like, just on the dot. That's
Yes,
fine.
Schools vary from 140 to 149. with
You're
the
not
math.
doing math in what you do anyway. It's
Thank you.
so
I
dumb.
don't need it. That's what I've been saying. This is a retarded test. Give me something that actually matters.
Oh, it's only there to put more obstacles, to weed out people, to purposely keep class population low, to purposely create artificial demand. It's all lobbying. It's just all lobbying. It's garbage.
Now I have to figure out the PTCast platform because that's really I've been using the excuse, well, I don't have my scores yet. No. Figure it out.
So much more left to do.
But it's like I'm over the biggest bump.
Mm-hmm.
So relieved.
That's good. You're cracking me up.
I'm just basking in the relief. It's like a weight was lifted. When I opened my email and I saw that they said your scores have been officially posted, please log on to see them. Like, yes,
Yeah.
my heart just dropped and then it started speeding up. And I'm like, oh my god, I don't know if I want to look. And I told Wyatt that. He's like, just look, get it over with.
Yeah.
So happy.
You're all set.
I know. That's crazy, isn't it?
What did you get? Like, I forget what the scores are even based on. Isn't it like, it's not off 36, it's something else, isn't it?
For,
The GRE?
yeah, it's like it's on a, not even, I don't honestly don't understand the weighted scale.
Oh.
It's 130 between 170, but then even then,
Oh,
it's like the
yeah.
percentile is scaled differently based on who has taken the test in the past 3 years. So like you could make like a 160, but if like in the past 3 years people have made 165, you could be in the 50th percentile because you didn't, even though you're almost at 170.
That's lame.
It's really fucking stupid. Yeah.
There's enough people who take it blind, like, just to go where they're going next, like, that I'm sure it's not
No,
like
mine are
that.
fine. I looked at the 4 schools I'm applying to, which are the ones in the Valley this year.
Mhm.
I meet everything. So
Yeah, now you just gotta get your submissions in and hopefully you end up in this area
yeah.
so I can extract rent from you forever.
Crazy. I
No.
thought you would love my company instead. I see how it is.
No.
I'm gonna go cry in the corner.
You're so you know it's all
I know.
I'm so glad that you killed it though. You've
Oh
been
my
like
God, me too.
stressed out.
I know. I've been like crazy lately with stress, and it's been making me eat. And as you can tell, I'm 10 pounds heavier, but
Are you? I can't tell.
I am.
Well, whatever 10 pounds you gained, I already lost, so. The universe is working out!
In your favor.
I've been doing 90 minutes a day on
Ugh.
that fucking thing. I did
I
like
should
120
try it.
today, and like my legs
Damn.
are.
Yeah,
Look
your
at
butt
that
looks
shit.
good.
That's
I need
glorious.
that. I need that. My butt. And
Now
my
I just gotta
legs
get
look
these
good.
5 pounds off here, and then I'm good.
I have a little squish there. I think it's my squish is there, and then under my butt. Oh, it's not. I don't like it. Oh,
6:13.
oh man.
I'm on like day 5 of no alcohol, and I just want to like climb up a wall and start kicking shit.
Well, I'm going. Have you heard of the Undertow?
No.
I'm going there
Is
tomorrow.
it a gay bar? Then no.
No, it's a bar. Well, I mean, if you like Disney, I guess it's cool. So the guy who owns this bar, me and Wyatt are going there tomorrow on a date. So the guy who owns this bar, he designs rides for Disney. So when he designed his restaurant, he kind of did like that kind of esque theme. So it's like a
sounds fun.
Yeah, it should be fun. I'm not sure
Go
what
get that celebration D.
Exactly. I'm not exactly sure what I'm gonna wear tomorrow, though. I just need something cute, but I don't want to wear a skirt again. I could wear a dress, I guess. I can show you. We can go through the dresses I have.
I think you already got your claws in the man. I just gotta. I wouldn't worry about it. But if you need help, I'm here.
I will ask for help. Because I work tomorrow morning and then I said I'm going to open house. So I'm going to
You worn like your gym clothes around him. I think it'll be okay.
Yeah, but that wasn't a date. That was him just coming over and us having cuddly time all night long. I was thinking about wearing a pair of jeans and then a cute top, but we'll go through my closet and you'll be the judge. Help the judge.
Hey, if you're 10 pounds up, black is always your friend.
I know. Well,
I'm in like some annoying middle area where my mediums are too big and my smalls are too small, so it's like,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I've noticed like most of my dresses, they're like a little too tight because this is where I'm carrying those 10 pounds.
Yeah. It sucks when that happens. It's
Yeah.
not fun.
Yeah.
But
And
because it's like either, I don't know, fill out your clothes by gaining weight or just lose more, and it's hard to lose more.
yeah.
Like, because I hit plateau at like 187,
Yeah.
and I've been working out, I haven't been eating much, and it's like 187, 187, 187. But it's like you're replacing a high volume, low mass thing with a low volume, high mass. So like you're looking better,
Yeah.
kind of ish, only you'll know because like it doesn't change that much for everyone else to see yet. But like my legs are
Feeling
fucking,
better though. That's the
yeah.
main thing.
That's why it's so hard to diet, because you're like, oh my god, I've been doing this for a month and I hit that plateau, but
Yeah.
now you're more muscle, so your weight's gonna stop decreasing
Yep.
until your metabolic rate increases. It's just like this teeter-totter of like,
Yeah.
god damn it.
Chemistry you gotta play.
Yeah.
Chemistry roulette. Biochemistry roulette.
I'm fucking 34, so like, losing a pound requires like a lot more than it did when I was 24.
Well, my problem
Shit, when I was 24, I'd be like, oh, and I would like
wish.
lose weight for
Oh
no
my
reason.
God.
It's stupid.
I need to stop.
I'd be like,
snacking.
I'll stop eating entire pizzas and 2 bottles of wine a night, and I'll just go down to like half a pizza. So,
Alright, I gotta go.
late skates. Congrats again. Alrighty, sorry about that. I'm gonna read that skit now. Now we just need to ensure that the international whatever. Yeah, the heads of the 3 major powers, everything's secure, and I can't imagine them being making unreasonable demands at this point. Whew. Yeah. But as long as people are involved, nothing is certain. I think we should assist in keeping the conference secure. Yeah. Master, does your stomach hurt or something? Yeah. Your father will go bald one of these days. Yeah. Luke's completely gone, isn't he? Well, the lights are on, but sadly nobody seems to be home. Neutralizing the miasma again. What an idiot. Luke. Boink. It's a happy day. My renter just got all the scores she needed on the GRE to get in all the schools that she wants to get into in the Greater Valley, like Phoenix area, which is good for 2 reasons. 1, we've become very close friends, and 2, I rely on her rent money. So yeah. Alrighty, where am I going now? Bloody bloody blah. Let's just look at the synopsis. Alright, let's get to Doth apparently. Spinoza says, I was afraid I missed you.
What's going on? What are you doing all the way out here?
So you've left the neutralization of the miasma to Ash? What? Ash came by just a bit ago asking about how to neutralize the miasma using hyperresonance.
Ash? But why?
That jerk. What is he thinking?
I did some calculations at his request for the likelihood of that plan succeeding, but
There simply aren't enough 7th phonons to make it work. With Lorelei asleep, there wouldn't be enough even if the planet storm were active. And even if there were enough,
no one could endure it. The phonon bonds would break, the phonons would separate, and the person would die.
Don't tell me that Ash was fully aware of that.
Yes. I tried to stop him, but he was insistent.
But what about the 10,007th phonists he'd need to sacrifice?
he'll use the replicas. The 7th phonon is used to bond a replica's atomic particles. They could be used as a substitute for the 7th phonists. He has the sort of Lorelei to use as an amplifier as well.
That idiot! He's planning to kill himself and take all the replicas with him?
What the hell is he thinking now, after all that talk about not wanting to die?
Luke, you have to stop him. We can't let him do something like this.
I know.
Where is he now?
If he's planning on using the replica 7th phonons, then he's at the Tower of Rem.
Where is that?
The QB Peninsula. It was part of the Cliff-Off, but now it should be at the tip of the Rubnican continent.
All right, let's go get Ash.
Looks like there's one more idiot. What could Ash possibly be thinking? Sacrificing himself to eliminate the miasma? I won't accept this. Having this many suicidal people around really gets on my nerves. Killing himself in 10,000 replicas after saying he didn't want to die? It's hard to figure out what he's thinking. It's all so twisted inside there. But if he really is planning to eliminate the miasma, he should be in the Tower of Rem. Let's hurry. Man, that thing likes to just disconnect all the time. Alrighty, I am gonna stop it here. You guys have a good one.